Good evening, everybody. We're going to start the meeting. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
In compliance with the provisions of Public Law 2025, Chapter 72, adequate notice of this meeting was advertised on the district website, Asbury Park Press online news publication, Secretary of State of New Jersey webpage, and by posting the notice in the Forked River Post Office and Lenoka Harbor Post Offices. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Opitz.
Here.
Mr. Hurley.
Here.
Dr. Forney. Mr. Amato.
Here.
Mr. Bell.
Here.
Mr. Goen.
Here.
Ms. Claus.
Here. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Lacey Township Board of Education, it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you all tonight for a truly monumental moment in our district's history. After a meticulous and exhaustive search process that spanned over a year and a half, we are absolutely thrilled to officially announcing the upcoming appointment of Dr. Jeffrey Brewer as our new superintendent of Lacey Schools. When we began this journey, we promised this community that would be uncompromisingly careful in our selection. We looked for a leader who would not only possess exceptional administrative expertise, but someone who truly understood the heart, soul, and the unique identity of Lacey. In Dr. Brewer, we have found that exact leader. We know that this appointment will bring a renewed sense of unity and deep-rooted pride to the entire district. As we look into this exciting new chapter, we do so by honoring the foundation already in place. We are filled with immense optimism and confidence that Dr. Brewer will seamlessly continue to propel this district forward, building directly upon the incredible direction where Mr. Zielinski left off. Dr. Brewer, the board has total confidence in your strategic vision, your unwavering commitment to academic excellence, your dedication to success of every single student, teacher, and staff member in our buildings. We are so excited to see you lead the district into the future. So let's get moving on to this vote. Okay, we do have to have public comment first. So let's start there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now opening the public comment portion of this meeting. In accordance to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, this is an opportunity for members of the public to make a comment to the board. Please note that this period is reserved for comments only. The board will not be responding to questions or engaging in dialogue. The board's role is at a policy-making body. Operational and administrative matters should be addressed through the appropriate chain of command, beginning with staff members or administrators most directly involved. All speakers are expected to present their remarks in a respectful and civil manner. Rude or harassing will not be permitted. Please understand that defamatory remarks may create personal liability for the speaker and potential legal exposure for the board. In addition, to protect the privacy and rights of students and employees, the board will not entertain discussion regarding specific students or personnel. We thank you for your cooperation in helping us maintain an orderly and respectful meeting. An audience member wishing to make a comment will raise his or her hand, and when called upon will state their name, address, or affiliation and intention to make a statement. Comments will be addressed to the board president. Comments will be limited to 6 minutes. No person shall speak more than once. This portion of our meeting is for public comments only, and there will be no questions answered. The purpose of this board meeting is to perform our business in public. Everyone is entitled to public comment. If there is a question for the board, there's an established chain of command. Would anybody like to speak? Go right ahead.
Matthew Holmberg, Forked River, and I teach at the middle school. At the risk of sounding like I'm sucking up to my boss, I want to say congratulations to Dr. Brewer, and thank you to the Board of Education for this tremendous pick. When I moved from Pennsylvania to New Jersey to take this, well, I first taught for a year in Toms River, and I helped out with the marching band, and I volunteered with the marching band as I taught in Toms River. It was overwhelming to move to a new state and meet new people. Toms River School District is a completely different animal than Lacey Township, and I had no idea how different. I would go 20 minutes or so down the Parkway here to help out with the marching band, and it felt like a completely different world. This town felt a lot like what I grew up in Pennsylvania, and it's a close-knit community, a lot of pride, and then I started meeting people. The very next year, I was offered the job Mr. Stardub recommended to the board I get hired, and so I took over the high school band, and I started meeting people, and Dr. Brewer was one of those first people. He was a teacher in the building. I think we had a lunch duty together before he started rising through the ranks, and he became my vice principal at the high school. And then we split ways and went different buildings, and he's been leading Lenoka Harbor School. But what I've always known about Dr. Brewer is his pride for his hometown, his passion. He makes no bones about it. He is who he is. I know he has a vested interest in the town. He's raised his family here, and he is the person he is. What you see is what you get. And when he was my vice principal, I felt like he always led with a servant's heart, with compassion and practicality. I think this was a great step forward for the school district. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to have a public comment? No? Oh, go right ahead.
I'm trying to reset this. It's not working.
Excuse me, my name is Dennis Brewer. I'm Jeff's dad. And I can't say how proud I am of his. And I wish you all luck, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to have a public comment? Go right ahead.
Can I please stay here?
Okay, that's fine. We just might not be, it might not be recorded.
I'm Jeff's mom, and I did know that. And thank you all for seeing in our Jeff what we've always seen. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to have a public comment? That's it? Okay, should I close the floor? Okay, we're going to move on to board member comments. Let's start with Mr. Hurley, if there's anything you'd like to add.
Hey, congratulations, man. Welcome, and we're excited about the appointment. We're excited about the direction you're going to send us, and we're looking forward to your leadership. Thanks for being here.
Mr. Armato.
How are you there, buddy? Good. This was a tough battle, meeting the candidates and watching you guys interview, but you got the job, and you didn't get the job on anything else but merit. About 10 years ago, I think it was, I walked into this building with my son that I had just gotten custody of the day before school started, and I said, hey, can we get this kid registered? And you said, don't worry about it, leave him with me. And he got registered, he learned all about the school, he made friends, and the transition from him from Queens to New Jersey, especially Lenoka Harbor, New Jersey, was very seamless for him. It was he did wonderfully here. Moving forward with the gridiron and Lacey High School football with my son Rocco, I don't know if you had special eyes on him, but he felt that he was in good hands when he walked onto a football field and saw you and your boys all around. He always talks about the Brewer family and how they make football fun. So it's going to be a hard job, but I already see you have your sleeves rolled up. So I know you can do the job. All I ask is don't try to do it by yourself. When you get a leadership position for the first time like this, you want to show everybody you can do the job, and just surround yourself with good people, and don't be afraid to ask. And whether it's anybody here on the board or wherever, just do everything you got to do to get the job done with the whole town if you need to. So congratulations, all the best, and thank you for everything you've done so far.
Okay. Mr. Bell.
Well, 4 years ago, I was warned that there were crazy things going on at Lacey Township Schools. And I just came to a board meeting to watch and see what was going on. But there was a name mentioned to me back then, Dr. Brewer. And the voice that spoke to me, being one of the teachers, said he's a man of character and a man of faith. And I've kind of kept my eye on him over the couple of years. We started this search a year and a half ago, and I remember him sitting in a meeting and going, "This is why I didn't get my certs." Well, roll your sleeves up, buddy. You got your certs. And so I'm excited because just watching him over the couple years and hearing people interact with him and hearing how people speak. I don't watch Facebook a lot, but in the last couple of days I've watched just to see the comments about Dr. Brewer. I found 2 negative ones. We need to talk about that. Just kidding. We could probably all guess, but anyhow. The reality of being a hometown guy, and I love your passion for family. When we were talking about who to pick, and I can't give names, but I gave a testimony of sitting in a dentist chair and hearing a young girl that came through Lacey, and 2 of the things she said was, "I would have never graduated without Dr. Brewer, and I probably wouldn't even be alive without Dr. Brewer." And the time that he took with that one individual to get her through school, and she told me, like, she knew I was a pastor, and she told me I was a troubled student, I was a troubled kid, I was a troubled everything, but he took the time to get me through. And that kind of sealed it for me, that he not only sees the whole district, but he sees each individual and is willing to do whatever it takes. And so I'm excited. We have 6 months to serve together, and then congratulations.
Thank you. Ms. Opus?
Yeah, so this is definitely a full circle moment for me because Mr. Brewer was my teacher, Dr. Brewer was my teacher in this very building about 20-something years ago. So it's just great to be a part of the process to select you, so congratulations.
Vice President Goen?
Good. Well, I think that the public reaction to this selection says it all. I don't think that the district has had that much positive public engagement on a Facebook post in a long time. So, I think I'll leave it there. I mean, we were all talking about it when we went to graduation the other day, how the whole town just seemed really excited about the selection. And, I would thank my committee members and other board members because we did put a lot of time into the search, and we spent a lot of time interviewing candidates and going through resumes and, discussing where we're going to go. But to me, this was it was a relatively easy decision when it came down to it that Dr. Brewer is the right person for the job. Very excited to be working with him over the next, I've got 2.5 years left at least. So very excited to start this new chapter and really appreciate him putting his name in for the job and accepting it. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'd just like to add one more thing, that Mr. Zielinski and Dr. Forney are out of town. They wanted to come, but they just couldn't be here tonight. So, but everyone said what I wanted to say, Dr. Brewer, and we're just so excited to have you on board. We know that you're the heart and soul of this town. Again, looking at the comments on Facebook, I've never seen anything like it on my 5.5 years of being here. Again, all positive. So we're so excited. So we're going to get to it now. Okay, now we are going to move on to the resolution for appointing Dr. Jeffrey Brewer as Superintendent of Schools. Would you like to read? Oh, can I have a motion, please?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion? Okay.
All
I'm
right.
going to read first. Yeah.
Excuse me. Whereas the Lacey Township Board of Education has conducted a thorough search and selection process to identify a qualified superintendent of schools for the Lacey Township School District. And whereas the board has determined that Dr. Jeffrey Brewer possesses the requisite educational, administrative, and leadership qualifications to lead the district, and whereas in accordance with NJSA 18A 7-8J and NJAC 6A 23A-3.1A, the employment contract for the superintendent was submitted to and approved by the Executive County Superintendent on June 24th, 2026, and now therefore be it resolved that the board hereby appoints Dr. Jeffrey Brewer as Superintendent of Schools for the Lacey Township School District for a 3-year period beginning on July 1st, 2026 and ending on June 30, 2029, at an annual salary of $205,000 and under the terms and conditions set forth in the employment contract. And be it further resolved that the Board President and Business Administrator Board Secretary are authorized to execute the employment contract on behalf of the Board, subject to any required public notices. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution and the approved contract shall be kept on file and available for public inspection at the office of the Board Secretary.
Ready for roll call?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
roll call, please.
Mrs. Opitz?
Yes.
Mr. Hurley?
Yes.
Mr. Amato?
Yes.
Mr. Bell?
Yes.
Mr. Goen?
Yes.
Mrs. Klaus?
Yes. Congratulations. Would you like to come up and say a few words?
Don't cry.
I might.
Cry if you want
In the past, I've cried at things like Old Yeller and Rudy, Charlotte's Web, but no, this is very touching. Thank you. Very humbling. I saw Coach Kilmer walking before. I'll tell you what, things are being said to me much differently than my first year here at high school. In all seriousness, though, I wouldn't be here without my parents. For any of you who don't know me, Jeff Brewer, born 532 Vaughan Avenue, and then went to 703 Court. At the time, they were both dirt roads. We had docks in the lakes. You were allowed to ride your dirt bike downtown. Mr. Flynn, who was an officer in town, always seemed to be everywhere you went. And it was a great small town, a great place to grow up. And it's still a great place. It's the biggest small town you find. I'm looking around this room, and I see a lifetime of friends, former students, colleagues. Certainly wouldn't be here without my parents. And Harry and Gail, my step-parents, who treat me like their own. My wife Becky, which is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm that guy that played up a few levels and started to look like they dated my daughter, but that's pretty cool. And with her, I've had 5 great boys. My oldest JT can't be here. He just graduated Monmouth. My son Zach, he just took his MCAS today. Brian, who just graduated and is going to head to Stockton for a 3-3 program. Brett is going to be heading off the boats next year, which I'm really thankful for because I'm getting way too old to climb underneath cars anymore. And then our youngest, Jason, which by default, having 4 older brothers, we believe he's going to become a rodeo clown. I've never seen anyone as agile as him. And our lovely adopted daughter, Bella. So that's me right there. And you all really are the reason I stepped into this. I didn't want to see it falter because there were really great people who did it for me. A couple of names come to mind, one the Hubbard family, and Stephen Hubbard, who gave me a place to go work and the things I learned there. And you just got to pay it forward because he would make sure I'd be heading back to school and we'd get our overtime pay. And I'd look through it like, oh, Steve, there's a couple extra $100 that you overpaid me. Oh, what, you can't count college, boy? And he'd send me on his way. And he just did so many things for this town that you wouldn't know about. You know, Mr. Parker's another one. And the list just goes on and on. And it's up to all of us. You hit the nail on the head, Sal. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know everything. I'm going to be the first one to admit it. And when I do make a mistake, which will come, just be mad at yourselves because you're saying yes to this. But I do know, like, we got to do it together. I'm just going to be the one that steps up front. I'm just the one that has a piece of paper that said I could. There are people throughout our district who can do this. And I'll tell you what, we're not a failing district. We're a district that's been kicked around a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're a district that's had a hard time, which is kind of like a family. You get knocked down, you circle up, you get together, you get back up. And this is a district that I want to prove is on the rise. And all of you, you're the inspiration for it. I received an email today from a former student, and it was inspiring. They inspired me. And the tractors, that just motivates me. It motivates like waving a cape because I want to show just how good we are because that's how proud I am because I know what we've got. So I want those detractors to become part of the effort. And let's all do it. Let's be that great, biggest small town we find. And rate the field at Plume. You know, come down to Gilly. Show up at a parade. and everybody used to be together. So with that said, you know, if I'm good, it's only because I work with great. And I'll leave with this, the powers and the pride go Lacey.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to adjourn the meeting, but congratulations, and we'll see you on Monday. Okay, can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.